Tumelo, we'd see all the dignitaries lining up where you're going to be, and they'll all be rushing to you, of course, because you would look beautiful for SONA evening, and they see the eNCA microphone. But just touching on what Lindsay said, security measures, just remind us what one of our security experts said about the cost behind this. The reason I'm raising the cost is you're going to talk to the tourism sector later as well, and I'm sure they're going to say that they would have preferred the money going to the tourism sector.
Absolutely, Gareth. We know that the State of the Nation this year, in terms of budget, it was budgeted at approximately 4 million rand. We know that security, of course, is one of the priorities, I suppose, for SONA. And I did pose that question to Aldred de Klerk just yesterday, asking if we should be concerned as a country of something happening or any danger towards the dignitaries or even members of the public or the media come 7 p.m. this evening, or even, of course, leading up to that hour. He did say there's absolutely no reason to believe that there would be danger posed to the dignitaries, to the members of parliament, that all as systems go in terms of security at this year's SONA. And that is precisely what's important. The country placing, of course, parliament in confidence that they are able to have issues around security under control. And Aldred de Klerk, Gareth, did, of course, assure us of this. We'll have to, of course, wait and see. But also at the same time, I mean, we're expecting that conversation you made mention of, from the tourism industry, expected to speak to me, of course, to talk about the impact of, obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic on the tourism industry, the looting that occurred on the, of course, the impact that is on the industry, but also those travel bans that we've often spoken about with the UAE and the likes of the UK, obviously imposing those bans on South Africa. An important conversation. Will the president make mention of it? That is the question. And we'll be hearing from Chiphiwa Chibengwa with regards to what the expectations are from the president come 7 p.m. this evening.
That's right. I'm taking a look at those flags behind you to me as well. I'm not from Cape Town. I'm not Cape Town born, but earlier, no flags moving in the wind. Lindsay Dentlinger, you're a Cape Town resident. When we start seeing the flags moving like this, wind picking up, are we a little concerned about the weather for later? Maybe tell us if you can put your meteorological hat on. And then also perhaps if you could ask your camera person to just give us a view of where you're standing, if you're allowed to show us. We're seeing a beautiful shot right now as well. But tell us what we're expecting weather-wise, any concerns, and give us a view of where you are at the moment.
I was just about to do that. I just spoke to my cameraman, so I'm going to step out of shot for a moment, and he's going to show you that podium in front of that statue you referred to earlier of Nelson Mandela, and that's where we expect the President and the First Lady and the presiding officers to step up and to, while the national anthem is being played by our SANDF band, and as you're saying, the flags blowing slightly in the wind, a little bit of an unusual day, given that we have had fairly warm weather here in recent days, and this morning we were greeted with quite a lot of rain. It's very overcast at the moment. We are possibly expecting a few drops as mid-morning, but hoping that the day will clear up and that the skies will open and it will be sunny later this afternoon when the MPs arrive here. But a bit of an overcast and a bit of a coolish day today, which I'm sure many of the security personnel and others working around this precinct are a little bit grateful for this morning, because it has been quite a few very, very hot days in the city for all those people who have been spending hours and hours here, Gareth, setting up what is traditionally a concert hall where we've seen orchestras and the like perform. And tonight it's got to be a venue, very unusually, to hold the State of the Nation address with a limited number of MPs and guests and media and others in that venue. So not a typical space to hold an event of this kind. And so it's taken many, many hours for not only security but technical crew, parliamentary crew, to try to make this venue as suitable as possible for the President to deliver his 6th State of the Nation address, as I said, just a day before what would mark 32 years since Nelson Mandela stepped out on that balcony behind me, Gareth. That's
right. We can see that balcony with the statue of Nelson Mandela, Madiba, just behind you over your right-hand shoulder. Lindsay Dentlinger outside City Hall for us, Tumelo Mototwane outside Parliament for us as well. Unfortunately, not going to be there this year. We're back to both of you again a little bit later. 7 p.m., less than 12 hours to go now until that State of the Nation address will be live. Of course, we'll have it here on eNCA and also streaming on eNCA.com.